Are you a County Dairyman?
No, Clomani man, originally.
Oh, are you a Clonmany
Yeah.
man? I thought I picked a bit of dairy up in your voice.
I loved up in Dungiven for a number of years.
Yeah, you
and
Irish, you've got a wee
Eglinton and
twang.
different places.
Ah, very good. And home is down in Muff now.
That's where it's been for 19 years, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll follow your once again your social media and stuff, and you're very much an outdoor man,
Yeah, dusk to
self-sufficient.
dawn.
Aye,
Dusk to dawn.
aye. But how did that come about?
Oh, I bought that forest 19 years ago, 2006.
Is it a forest, James? Aye.
That's all forest, where I live in the middle of it.
And this came up for sale as a forest, like.
Yeah, I actually got lost one day and
Aye.
I was looking for a property back in Donegal again
Uh-huh.
and just been out driving about one Sunday evening and came on that top of the hill, so bought it.
Wow.
That's how it came about.
And you've developed it, like,
It started out at that time I had my own business and stuff and construction, and then I started building these like little small wildlife sanctuaries, just part time,
Aye.
evenings, weekends, and stuff like that. And they kind of evolved over the years into slightly bigger ponds, and
Aye.
now there's a little lake. I call it.
Aye.
I call it a little lake retreat.
Is that? Did you make that yourself? You,
I done all the work myself.
and what have you? What's your speciality down there? Is it more small wildlife?
Well, when I started, I think it was 2007. I started building just frog sanctuaries, like just wee tiny ponds.
Aye.
And as I said, they got a lot bigger over the years, and
Aye.
there's numerous ponds now.
Aye.
But it started out as frog sanctuaries, and then it just evolved from that. And now there's little bird sanctuaries, and there's badger sanctuaries, and there's lots of different things up there. I
And
used to have a couple of hares there all the time, but I haven't seen them now in about 10 years. There was actually for about 3 years in a row I seen the white hare, which is rare.
That's rare, is right?
I had a white hare in the winter time. You'd see it.
Yeah.
It was only a few times. Like. And then it just evolved until something bigger, and I've been at it full time for the last 5 years.
Is that what you're at full time now?
For the last 5 years. And I do, that and my writing, that's my two main things. But I do a lot of my writing while I'm working. So
Well, you've got a good place there for inspiration, haven't you? Really,
it's quiet. It's a nice place.
Is it? Is that part of the? Is that part of the intrigue of it? Is that fact that it's quiet and you've a lot of time to think? And
You'd spend a lot of time there on your own. So when you're working, you tend to get plenty of time to think. It's
Yeah.
maybe too much sometimes.
how big did you say the forest is?
20 acres.
Costs a fair bit, eh?
That's one big garden, I can tell you. My legs walked off me most days, but
Do you grow vegetables and stuff?
no, I wouldn't have time.
You wouldn't have time.
Wouldn't have time. Not at the minute,
Aye.
I'm hoping to now going forward, but not just at the moment.
It's not often you hear somebody mentioning frogs as particular. You just see them
It
and
just
you know.
started out as a hobby, and then
Aye.
it just evolved.
Is there different breeds of them, or is that the way it is?
Well,
where you
the
know?
ones is just your Irish. That'd be the native frog.
Yes.
But what I noticed about them, over the years, it attracted more birds and wildlife. That's what I picked up on, and that's why I just decided to go further with it then. And I have two long-legged herons comes now every February, March, and they stay there for a couple of months.
Aye.
And and a couple of different ponds there.
And what
And
type
you
of?
notice, and one of the ponds, there's a small. Well, it's kind of big enough. I built that about 7-8 years ago. That's up at the top end of the forest, but it completely blew me away because it just. I call it dragonfly pond now. I mean, you want to see that in the summertime, that would blow you away.
With dragonflies.
With dragonflies. And that started as a frog sanctuary, but it just evolved itself into its own wee ecosystem.
Wow.
Amazing to look at, like.
I've no doubt. I've no doubt, and it seems to be becoming very popular. this type of living, like
And it's just when you watch over the years when you're there, you see just when you start something very small, it just evolves. It takes, nature just takes over, like. amazing.
It's beautiful. And fair play to you. You've really achieved something that you've wanted to do. Has that been something that you've always
Oh,
wanted
it is.
to do?
Yeah. It's
Brilliant.
part of it. It's part of it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, come here. We're going to go into a piece of music first, if you don't
We'll
mind.
go for that. Yeah, we'll
Aye.
give it a go. You know.
So, you write a lot of stuff yourself.
I write a lot of stuff. I've written a lot of songs. Yeah, over the years, a lot of poetry and songs. Yeah.
The first song you're going to do is a beautiful song. I know it. I know the background of it, and I love the story of it. But maybe you could explain to the listeners. Is Lily? Is it?
We can go with Lily first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Lily. I wrote Lily about. I'd say it could have been 8 years ago, roughly 7, 8 years ago. There's a bit of a story behind it. About a year before Lily made her communion, she came down one evening and she says, "Would you learn me guitar?" My guitar playing very basic. But I agreed on the condition that she would learn 3 songs, because I knew she could sing, so she agreed. She was only, what she been, 7 or 8 at the time. And fair play, she practiced about 20 minutes every night for about a year. And the day of her communion, she was walking up the aisle, and just something came into my mind, and we had a few hours to spare before dinner that evening. That's when she was planning on doing singing her few songs and playing the guitar. So I went home and I wrote Lily in about 20 minutes. But everything within the song is, well, the first verse not so much, but because the night before communion I gave her a wee book, and it was called The Precious Present. So that's kind of part of the song too. So there's a story behind it.
Excellent. We'd love to hear this.
We'll give it a go.
Whenever you're ready.
I looked in the mirror. I saw lines in my face. This is where time is gone in the depths of my skin. Can't go back there, the good, the bad, it was all erased. Now I'm here, a different place. And I asked her, to play me the waltz of the angels and a song for the homeless. Last night before she went to bed, I give her a little book I know she read. The precious present is what it says. Don't look back, don't look forward. Just take one day at a time. And I asked her to play me the waltz of the angels and a song for the homeless. This afternoon she took with her little guitar and her songs. Daddy doesn't pray anymore, and Hattie owes some wrong. Play me the waltz of the angels and a song for lonely. Her long blonde hair flowed down her back with flowers around her head. She was going to meet and receive the Lord.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you very much.
That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's a song. You recorded that up with Terry up at Valley.
I did. Terry's great to work with.
And
Brilliant.
you have a new album. That song will be on the new album.
It will be, yeah.
The album's called The Truth.
Yeah.
When do you hope to have that out?
I'm hoping to have that out before Christmas. It will be out before Christmas.
Uh-huh.
I released Lily as a single.
Yeah.
I wanted to release Lily as a single. It was due to be on the platforms today, but due to a
Few hiccups.
few hiccups, it'll be a few days yet, but it'll be out there.
Have you many songs written?
That's a good question. Hundreds probably, but most of them are I call it the spare parts box.
Do you know every songwriter seems to say the same thing that they
Yeah.
have, they have half songs and quarter songs and full songs, and
Yeah.
as Johnny said there beforehand. Funny, I picked up on what he said. The songs, if he's doing a 2-hour show somewhere, the songs are shouting at him, "Oh, please play me! I was here when this happened in your life, and I was here." It was funny, like obviously I know this album called The Truth. It's kind of focused on a series of ups and downs in your life. Would I be right?
I try to pick out a mixture of songs, from songs I'd written many years ago, and recent songs, and you can see the changes, throughout time. Like so, yeah.
Do you go back on many songs? That maybe they're sitting down the road there, and pull them forward, and have you done that in this album?
I have.
Aye.
Yeah.
And have you changed them much?
But you don't. I wouldn't. I don't like to change them because
No.
that's where I was then, and if I was to change them, it wouldn't be the truth.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, but
But you do make slight changes in it.
yeah. And do you see when you take a song up to the like of Terry, does he change anything in it? No.
Definitely not. Terry wouldn't interfere that way at all.
No, I mean in a positive way. I don't mean.
I know what you're saying. Yeah. No, Terry, he just lets me do my thing, and he's great to work with. I have to say.
Is this your first album?
That is.
Yeah.
I released a few singles here and there, and bits and pieces, but no, this is my first album.
Yeah. So the land that you have down there, it's a retreat as well.
Yes, that is what it's going to be. Yes,
it's called Little Lake Retreat.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be. You haven't opened it as a retreat.
It will be opened shortly.
And what do you hope to entail in that, in the retreat?
I want to open it up as a place for people where they can host retreats, whether it's mental health, well-being retreats, holistic retreats, and there'll be I have my own personal plans to have a little singer-songwriters festival once a year.
Excellent.
And I plan to work with. I'm chatting to Maria McCormick.
Yeah.
Over the West on that one.
Yeah.
So hopefully she's going to work with me on that. We're hoping to have one next year. I was hoping this year, but I'm always planning too much.
But that would be class. That would be brilliant.
It's just to bring together,
of course,
original artists.
Brilliant idea.
And it's a personal thing for me, and I think music and nature and bringing everybody together around that. And
well, if you can create the atmosphere, as they say, you build it, they'll come. But if you can
exactly.
create that atmosphere where people can, especially maybe songwriters or people that are looking for inspiration to write songs, if you have that outside the door, you don't know what it could inspire. 'Cause
Exactly, because
it sounds like a calming place you have.
it is. It's very, and it's funny you say that because I have a little place there next door to me. I've been renting it out for a number of years now. It kind of helps fund what I'm doing, the
Yeah.
project. But and I have a book there. It's like a guest book. People write stuff on it.
Yeah,
But it's funny. I've read. Sometimes I go down and read the, what they leave, the comments,
of course.
and there's a similar pattern in every one of them.
Yeah.
And it's, where they'll say it's just a great peace while they stayed there. So that kind of spurs me on. So
Sometimes people just want that, you know.
I'm
But
quiet.
if someone's staying in that place there
Yeah.
you're talking about, are they free to wander down and round?
They are, yeah.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
okay.
and there's like I made trails and roads through the forest. Started them in
very good.
2007, so you could spend a couple of hours walking around there easily.
Get lost in your thoughts.
It certainly was.
I love places like that, you know. I really love places.
Sometimes you get too lost in your thoughts.
Well, this is it too, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like, you know, it's great that you're doing it, and it's lovely to be able to do something that gives you that back out of it again, you know. And would you get inspiration? Like, you've been writing songs for a long time, right? Would you get inspiration there for, you know, a new song on a daily basis, or but on a regular basis?
On a regular basis. I would definitely write most days, but it wouldn't be all songs. I write a lot of poetry.
Poetry.
And not just poetry, just stuff in general that could end up poetry or a song maybe someday, but who knows. But no, generally while I'm working, I'm writing every day.
I think that's a nice place to be.
Yeah.
It's a nice thought in your head. You're on the social media platforms. If people are looking to get in touch with you, what way does that work for you?
Instagram's really the one I use the most.
Okay.
I have Little Echo Treat and James Own Music and that. I tend not to, well, I have Facebook, but I don't really use it that much. But Instagram is me, and as you know yourself, it's time consuming.
I know that. But it's so beneficial to you.
It is. It's great.
know.
It certainly is. Yeah.
Aye. We'd love to
If
get
there was
another
another way, it'd be better.
Come here, we'd love to get another track from you, if you don't mind.
Right. I was thinking of doing. I'm going to do a cover. It's a song by. This one was written by Gary Clark. I think Rodney Crow. Maybe. Yes.
Okay.
It's called "Stuff That Works."
Yeah.
I decided just to, this is a song. I really like the lyrics of the song. I think brilliant piece of writing, and it's timeless, and it covers a lot of stuff in life.
Oh, well, we're waiting to hear this whenever
Stuff
you're
that matters.
brilliant. Whenever you're ready.
Got an old blue shirt and it suits me just fine. Like the way it feels, so I wear it all the time. Got an old guitar, won't ever stay in tune. Like the way it sounds in a dark and empty room. Got an old pair of boots and they fit just right. I can work all day, I can dance all night. Got an old used car and it runs just like a top. I get the feeling it ain't ever gonna stop. Stuff that works, stuff that holds up, kind of stuff you don't hang on the wall. Stuff that's real, stuff you feel, kind of stuff you reach for when you fall. Got a pretty good friend who's seen me at my worst. He couldn't tell if I was a blessing or a curse. Always showed up when the chips were down. That's the kind of stuff I like to be around. Stuff that works, stuff that holds up, kind of stuff you don't hang on the wall. Stuff that's real, stuff you feel, kind of stuff you reach for when you fall. Got a woman I love and she paints like gold. She's got a playground sense of justice, but she won't take hold. I got a tattoo with her name right through my soul. I think everything she touches turns to gold. Stuff that works, stuff that holds up, kind of stuff you don't hang on the wall. Stuff that's real, stuff you feel, kind of stuff you reach for when you fall. Stuff that works.
Yeah, brilliant. Well done. Love that. That's class. Please say a big well done to Joe from Denise and all the Diver clan. And Mark McKinney said you're sounding great. So listening in Glackmore. And Maria McGreevy. It's hard to get used to that surname, Maria.
Thank you, Maria.
Sounding class, James Owen, of course. And brilliant stuff. There's a new album coming out hopefully in September. Kind of looking forward to that, to be perfectly honest with you, you know. And you'll have to get a copy of this here to get it on the system. Yeah. We're delighted having you with us and enjoyed the crack. We're going to get another wee track before we go, but the best of luck with the wildlife sanctuary and especially the new retreat facility that you're working on.
Yeah.
And it sounds amazing. It sounds it's healed you more than it's healed.
It certainly has.
Yeah.
My writing, music, and working on that project for a very long time has.
I'm kind of envious. I think it's amazing what you're doing. Brilliant stuff. The fact that you don't hear, you know, I've never heard tell anybody, well, they have a frog sanctuary or they have for dragonflies, you know, but it's equally as important, like, because
it
these
is,
are.
well, without them, there wouldn't be.
This is it.
Feed the birds.
This is my first year out to back to put wildflower, and you know. And for the simple reason to attract bees. Before it'd be around me, I would have got a whack with a newspaper. Do you know what I mean? But as you're getting older, or maybe not getting older, more knowledgeable and more respectful of what's around you.
Is key, you know.
You know, so
it's funny. I started on the roof of I built this, like they call it lakeside studio, at one side of the little lake, and on the roof of it there a few weeks ago, I put topsoil on it and I've planted all out in. And it's a nesting ground as well for birds because it's up high and it's safe, you know, for ground.
Of course.
And then there's, you need to see it.
I'll have to go down. I'll definitely go down someday.
Oh yes, you're more than welcome. Yeah.
I'd love to go down and see that. and just to soak up some of this atmosphere. You never know what
Oh, sure.
inspiration I may get out of
You
it.
never know, is right?
So once again, but it's Snapchat's your main thing, and Instagram.
No, Instagram.
Instagram.
Instagram, and I have Facebook and that.
Aye,
What
aye.
do you call
TikTok.
Aye. Yeah.
There's that many way. I was just getting used to Facebook, and it's kind of died. And
Aye.
Twitter, I'd have been on it, and it's kind of died. You know,
No,
so.
Instagram's a main.
Aye, aye.
Two main accounts and that. Yeah.
And it's called your
James Owen and Little Lake.
Little
Retreat.
Lake Retreat.
Yeah.
Come here, James Owen. It's been an absolute delight. The final track you're going to do for us.
This is one of the first songs. I actually recorded the song 2019,
Aye.
but I'm re-recording it, more upbeat version of it.
Aye.
I started writing a song about, I don't know if you remember, years ago there was a really, really bad winter and a lot of homeless, or a number of homeless people died in the streets of Dublin.
Yep.
And I started writing about it.
Mm.
And it lay in the box for a few years, and I was in Dublin, or I was in Galway one night, or for a few days, and met this redhead woman from County Clare, and we ended up in a late night casino, and I got up the next day with a major hangover. But on the way home that night, I noticed a lot of homeless people in the doorways,
Yeah.
and when I got up the next day, it reminded me of the song that I'd started. So I wrote the last verse,
See,
but
aye.
it ended up a verse about me having a hangover in Galway.
Excellent.
It's called Another Day
It's
Falling
just
Down.
brilliant. Whenever you're ready.
Give it a go. I got some old memories of time gone by. People, places just sometimes make me wanna cry. I got that old age feeling creeping up on me. Just another day, falling down just that same old way. I got no home, I got no place to call my own. I got no one to call upon. I smoke my brains and I drown my thirst with a badly rolled joint and a double whiskey curse. Never was about the whiskey or the badly rolled joint. These were just the tools in my box, help me make it through another day. For I'd done my time, 9 to 5, look at me now. I paid my way, I paid my due. Baby, look at me now. I wonder, would that train ever leave the station again? I'm sitting here thinking on porn star cocktails, looking out at the rain. Late night casinos and fair weathered frames. It was just another day, I was falling down just that same old way. Never was about the whiskey or the badly rolled joint. These were just the tools in my box, help me make it through another day. For I'd done my time, 9 to 5, look at me now. I paid my way, I paid my dues. Baby, look at me now.
Yes, indeed. The man described as having a warm, honest vocal and delivery often compared to Merle Haggard. So there you go. That's a nice compliment, isn't it? Come here, James. Thanks very much indeed. It's been an absolute delight.
Thanks for having me.
An intriguing story, and I'll definitely call down because
You're more than welcome.
I need a bit of
Bring Jimmy
inspiration.
Ruffy.
I need a bit of inspiration at times, you know. But listen, the best of luck with the album, and as I say, maybe you might come up with us again when the album's due out, and we'll run through a few. I'm really looking forward to that. So thank.